Okay guys, we have some crypto FUD to dismantle in this video, some crypto FUD to absolutely squash. I read this, I'm at the airport waiting for a buddy of mine. If you guys can guess where I am right now, let me know down below in the comment section. But we got to dive into this because when I saw this, I immediately thought of Jamie Dimon and all of the things that he has said about crypto that have just been absolutely ass backwards compared to what he's actually doing. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit in this video, guys. So recently, Jamie Dimon obviously has talked terribly about Bitcoin, about crypto, basically saying that it's all a scam, it's all going to zero. But what he's saying is not matching his words, because we know exactly what his words have been versus what he's actually doing. He's an authorized participant on the ETF, guys. On the ETF, BlackRock's the largest ETF. Yet he still goes on these calls and these public showings, whatever, right? All right, so here's what happened. Recently, we had a poll come out basically saying that 50% of JP Morgan's institutional clients are not interested in investing in Bitcoin. Not interested in investing in Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to talk about this from a couple different angles. Number one, I think that number is bullshit. Number one, it's one report. Doesn't really highlight how many people they interviewed or what the sample size was. That's dating back to my days in academia doing research and things like that. If we don't have a sample size, what's that data really mean? But I don't think that 50% of people don't want any exposure to crypto. And if that is true, that is super bullish, actually. Super bullish for all of us as little peons, as retail investors. And I'll tell you why. It's because we're going to have more time to accumulate as institutional investors slowly come in. I would actually like them to slowly come in because it gives us more time. Eventually, crypto, blockchain, this technology is going to be undeniable. Now, in that same report, here's what's interesting. In that same report, 61% of people who answered this questionnaire or whatever the heck it was, they don't really specify, they think that AI and machine learning are both the future. So basically saying, hey, we're going to invest in AI and machine learning, but we're not going to invest in crypto. But keep in mind, the blockchain and AI go hand in hand. Big data, that entire space is massive. Look at what Injective has done. Look at the graph. Look at ICP. Look at some of those top cryptos right now in the AI sector. And you're going to tell me that Mark Cuban and other billionaires around the globe are all wrong about investing in things like Injective, the graph, ICP, and other top AI cryptocurrency projects? Here's what it is. Here's really what it is at the core. These people don't understand blockchain, so they don't want to invest in it. They haven't taken the time to understand it, to really break it down. Therefore, they're not going to put their money there. But eventually, they're going to have to look into it. They're going to be missing out on exponential opportunities by not looking at this stuff. So I read this report and initially I was like, okay, I feel some type of way about this, but let me think about this. Again, we can't go on what they say. We have to go on what they do. And I'll go back to that Jamie Dimon example that I started this video with. Jamie Dimon talks all kind of crap about Bitcoin, all kind of crap. Yet he's an authorized participant on the largest ETF out there. By the way, speaking of the Bitcoin ETFs, it's going to be BlackRock and Fidelity. They're just going to absolutely knock everybody else out of the space. It's going to be that way. Eventually, it's already going there, and we're seeing it. Most of the exposure, most of the money coming in, it's going into those two and nowhere else. Yet, again, I'm going to explain this one last time. They're putting out this narrative. Why? They don't want you and I and all of us as retail investors, as people just trying to come up in the world, make it. You guys know, if you've listened to my channel for a really long time, I came from nothing and wanted to become an entrepreneur 4 years ago. 3 failed small businesses. They don't want people like us on the come up to actually make it. And they're trying to depress prices as Bitcoin is flying right now up to 45K. So don't let this news deter you. Don't let this news impact your decision making. Don't let this news knock you out of this next evolution of currency, this next way to create generational wealth. If I'm looking at it right now, it's blockchain, it's investing in AI, blockchain and AI combined, robotics, tech companies. This is where the money will be made for the next decade. Don't let things like this, a report coming out saying 50% of institutional investors have no reason to put money in crypto and they don't even like it. BlackRock doesn't come to the party. Fidelity doesn't come to the party if there isn't something here, guys. Don't listen to the noise. Continue with your plan. Make sure you have one if you don't already. And get ready for this crypto bull run. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Check out everything I have for you down below. If you're interested in getting a VPN, I've got the Nord link down there. You want to join my Patreon, got that for you down there as well. I'm posting some of my plays. I'm not going to give you buy and sell alerts on there, but I'm going to give you a peek behind the curtain in terms of what I'm doing, the moves I'm making. If you guys are interested in that, check it out. Peace out. We'll see you in the next one. Later.